Hello friends, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some rosemary healing oil. So I thought I would share an affordable and great way to make your own oils, where you can also then infuse it with your intentions that are specific to your craft or your healing practices, or to whatever you are wanting to infuse into your oils. So you can use all sorts of different carrier oils for this. And I have some here to show you. So you can use just normal cooking oil, olive oil. You can use sweet almond oil, which is what I'm going to use today, coconut oil, and for some things more when I'm making beauty products, we use this vitamin E oil. What matters is that you choose a carrier oil that is specific to what you are going to be using it for. So if you're going to be using the oils on your skin, you want to make sure that you're using a carrier oil that will not cause any allergies. So, if someone has nut allergies, you're not going to want to use almond oil, or if people, are sensitive to coconut, etc. So I thought I would start with rosemary, as rosemary is the most versatile of herbs and can be used for many different uses. I have these jars that I'm repurposing. I haven't quite got all the stick off, so I apologize if you're going to see it. And I'm just going to cleanse it here while we're starting the process, because I like to allow the incense some time to kind of work around and cleanse that space. So rosemary, as you can see on my labels, I put the main properties that I use them for. Rosemary is excellent for invigorating and stimulating the mind, the body, the spirit. It provides an energy boost and stimulates circulation. Rosemary has a protective, healing property, and it helps to provide a safe space to learn and grow. It stimulates the adrenal glands, making it good for long-term use in chronic illnesses and depression and seasonal affective disorder, those kind of things, to help boost your energy and your circulation and your memory and bring your mind, body, and spirit together. Rosemary is often used for remembrance. So this can be used to aid memory, but also to connect to ancestors and guides, and it can really be used to enhance meditation if you're on that kind of area of your path. Its healing properties help you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. It kind of works all around, works kind of like the rose quartz of herbs. It's also pretty easy to get a hold of. You can buy rosemary in the supermarket to dry. You can buy rosemary plants in garden centers to plant in your house. And it's pretty easy to dry. You just need to hang it, preferably in a dark ventilated area. I like to leave stuff about a month to 6 weeks just to ensure. Depends what kind of climate you live in. The drier area you live, obviously, the quicker things will dry. And here in Washington, it's not normally dry, but this summer obviously taught us different. You're going to want to kind of gently crush up the herb or botanical that you're working with. You are going to strain it, so it's not, doesn't really matter about the size. It's about kind of opening up the herb to allow its properties to work into the oil over time. And so I'm going to kind of crush it, but I'm also going to kind of physically break it. And with everything, I'm putting my intention in. And for this oil, I'm really working with I want the protective, healing, memory properties of the rosemary to infuse into this oil so I can use it in a variety of ways. And then I'm going to leave it in these bigger chunks because you're going to strain it, and I don't want to use that, God, I can't remember what it's called, the fabricy stuff, because the oil will just soak in there and you'll lose a lot of the oil. So I want to be able to use just a regular strainer. I'm just going to pop all this rosemary in my little jar. And this bottle I just found at grocery outlet for like $3 or $4. I'm sure there are cheaper ways to find it. And you're going to want to pour the oil in till it is over all your herbs. You're going to want to go a little bit over so that there is room and movement within the jar for the oils, for the oil to go around your rosemary. So you see how there's about this little extra finger's width of oil in there. We're gonna pop a lid on and we're going to shake it up. And then we're just going to set our final intentions. And then you're going to want to make sure you label it because it's going to sit in a sunny spot, either a windowsill or outside if you can, and you're going to want it to soak up as much sunshine as obviously it can, provided the weather around you. And this is going to really help it to infuse in. You're also going to have the solar energy getting it as it's on your windowsill. So not only are you going to pull in the solar energy, and that is going to help your properties that you're calling into it to diffuse out of the rosemary and into the oils. And then the lunar energy is going to catch it too. And it's going to sit on the windowsill at least till after the next new moon, ready to be strained to be used for a healing oil. And once it is ready and strained, you can get these little jars. I just got a set off Amazon for now while I'm figuring out the best place to source things. And they come with a little rolly so you can put your oils in and then rub them on your skin if that's how you're going to use them. You can also just find little jars that have little spouts, or the oil jars that people keep fancy oil in. They'd work really well too. So I'm just going to pop this up on my windowsill, and in a month I'm going to come back to it and I'll show you guys how it ended up. And it's really important that every day you come and you put your intentions and your energy into it and just give it a good shake. Think about those intentions you're going for, and then pop it back up in the windowsill in the sun. And so anyway, that is how I make rosemary healing oil. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you would like to see how other oils are made, it's pretty similar, and we can do that. You can use lavender. You can use chamomile. You can use roses. You can use other flowers. These are dandelions I've dried from my yard this spring. And you can even do cinnamon. Cinnamon oil is really good for manifesting, adding to spells to speed them up and stuff. And I intend to make all these different oils, and then you can use them as you go. This can be an affordable option if you already work with herbs and have them at home, rather than buying pre-made oils that tend to cost you like 20 bucks. You can make your own for like $3 or $4, depending on how you have to buy in your herbs and where you can find an affordable base carrier oil. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed, and I will make some more of these so people can see the different kind of oils you can use and know about the different properties that they are used for.